the topic for our today's event is all about complementary exit strategies. So I added and made sure na nandun yung word na complementary is because exit strategies has to be something na dapat mag-complement siya dun sa entire trading system na meron ka. And yun actually yung really goal ko. If it's just me, my goal is to make sure na yung trading system na currently ginagamit nyo or if meron na kayong nahanap na forex strategy, hopefully yung mga exit strategies na i-discuss natin would help you complement doon nga sa system na meron kayo. By the way, my name is Christian. I'll be your host for our today's event. And hopefully, by the end, we'll be able to learn something about exit strategies. I only have two goals for today's event. First is to know the importance of exit strategies and how it can complement your trading strategy or the system, as I was discussing kanina. And secondly is for you to learn different types of exit strategies and paano mo siya magagamit to help you with your current system. First off is bakit nga ba kailangan natin ng exit strategies? So minsan may mga tanong dyan, Coach, okay na ba na meron akong napakagandang entry strategy? So aside from this 3 bullet points na nandito, just to let you know na in terms of trading in general, si entry natin is just 10% of the entire system na meron kayo. Yes, it's good na maganda yung entry natin on each trade, but overall, si entry natin is just really 10%. Yung pag-manage natin ng trade, how we close it, saan ba tayo mag-exit, saan ba natin isa-set yung stop loss natin, or would we just keep on opening trades or hayaan lang ba natin na naka-open yung trade na in-open natin? Yung mga ganong bagay is not something na dinidiscuss doon sa entry system pa lang. So as I was saying, most likely kapag nag-trade na kayo, your entry is not the entire thing. It's just really 10%. Meron pa diyang risk management, meron ding trading psychology. So there's pretty much into the entire forex trading or maybe trading in general. But aside from those that I've discussed, there's 3 things here. Is first, it helps us to stay on track with the trading plan that we created. So kung meron kang entry system, and at the same time, meron kang system for managing the trades and also a system for exiting, then just making sure na fina-follow mo yung entire system na meron ka, it would help you be more disciplined and at the same time, helps you stay on track kung ano nga ba talaga yung pinrases mong plan for your trading strategy. The second point is it ensures us to practice proper risk management. So not just risk management, it's also trade management. Because once you establish a really good system and you follow it, then it ensures that we are really following the right risk management. And at the same time, as the third bullet is it would help us be more disciplined. And hopefully, if the forex system that you are using is really profitable in the long run, as long as you follow that entire system, it would lead you to become a profitable trader. Here are the exit strategies that we'll be discussing all throughout this event. And we'll be discussing this one by one. And each of these, some of them are actually even divided into subcategories as well. So we'll be discussing that all throughout. Let's go ahead and jump in. So we'll go to our MetaTrader 4, which is the trading platform that we are using in Lirunex. So in terms of the exit strategies, the very first one that we'll be discussing is the fixed stops. And under fixed stops, there's only 2, which is the fixed pips, and the second one is the fixed risk to reward ratio. So we'll go through the first one, which is fixed pips. What's really good about fixed pips is that the advantage is it's really easy for you to design. So once you started creating your own system for your exit strategy, you only provide a fixed number of pips for your exit, or maybe perhaps as well as for take profit. So let's say, for example, that you actually open a trade. So let's say this blue line would serve as your entry line, wherein you open a buy position. So that price is around 0.61919, and this serves as your entry. For the fixed pip is that you automatically set a fixed number of pips for your stop loss and a fixed number of pips as your take profit. So let's say, for example, that the current system that I have, let's say I would be wanting to put in 20 pips for my stop loss and then maybe 30 pips for my take profit. So obviously that's very simple. You just update the line somewhere. So this would serve as a red line. 10 pips would be around 8.2. I said 20 pips, right? So if it's 1.9, that would be around 7.2, and 30 pips would be around. So that's actually how pretty easy it is, right? The only problem I can actually think of when it comes to fixed pips is that since we always set a fixed amount of number of pips for our stop loss and the take profit, the problem here is it doesn't consider the market condition. So regardless of what's happening with the market, with the instrument that you're actually trading, what happens here is that it doesn't adjust to whatever is going on. There are some instruments or there are some markets that say USD JPY that is more volatile, which means that it would easily take out a stop loss of 20 pips in comparison to a much stable like Euro USD, wherein 20 pips would take much longer for that stop loss to be taken out in comparison to others like perhaps gold as your instrument, which is more volatile market, then it's not really adjusting to different markets. The good thing about fixed pips is that if you are only focusing on one particular instrument, and that's exactly a really good number of pips for your stop loss, then you're actually really good. It just so happened that for traders that is focusing on multiple currency pairs or financial instruments, then this won't be something that they really would like. So let's move on to the next one, which is a fixed risk to reward ratio. So for anyone that's not familiar, risk to reward ratio refers to the ratio between the stop loss and your take profit. So let's say, for example, if I have a stop loss of 20 pips, so from my entry up until my exit, that is a 20 pip difference. If I have a risk to reward ratio of 1 is to 2, it means that the distance from this until the stop loss should be twice for the take profit. In terms of risk reward ratio, if you're using a certain multiple, let's say 1 is to 2 or 1 is to 3, the number of pips that you said for your stop loss is a fixed number, then you just have to do a multiple for that on your take profit. So let's say that you set it 20 pips for your stop loss, then obviously if it's 1 is to 2, then that's a 40 pips for your take profit. And then maybe 60 pips if it's 1 is to 3. The advantage in terms of using a fixed risk to reward ratio in comparison to the fixed pip is that getting a fixed reward ratio, it would help you get a more profits regardless if you have a lesser win rate. So if you are using 1 is to 2 risk to reward ratio, it means that you only needed to be correct 33% of the time. Because if let's say for trade 1, you lost, let's say $20, and then on trade 2, you lost again $20, and then on trade 3, you actually won. Since you were using a 1 is to 2, then it means that you would be making profit of $40. So that evens out because you lost 20, and then you lost 20 in the second round, and then you gained $40 on the third trade. So that means that you only needed to win more than 33% or one third of all the trades that you would be entering for you to become profitable. And that's the advantage of using a fixed risk to reward ratio. Thank you so much for attending, and I hope you learned something for today. And hopefully, as well, there's some exit strategies that you could use to complement with the current strategies that you have. And again, thank you everyone for staying and hope you learned something. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the day.